The Changer. Written by John Ruland III. Copyrights Jan 1989. Chapter 1 equals a town called Toenditall. The Changer equals Jack. Day 10 Tuesday. I got up to a loud pounding on my door. I got up and opened the door and Bill was standing there and he said, "Time to get up there. You are running late today. What happened to your alarm clock, did it not go off?" I said, "I guess not." "Well, it is not time to get up now anyway. I come up to tell you that there are pickups today and you can sleep in." I said, "What happened?" "It rained all night and some of the bridges are out and it is still raining hard. So just stay here and enjoy the day off and maybe the next week too." I said, "Do you have something to do so I can still get paid?" Bill said, "You will get paid anyway. It is not your fault or mine, so don't worry about it." I said, "Thank you very much." Just then my alarm went off and I went over and shut it off. I guess I can catch up on some reading and walking around town. Bill said, "I don't know if you want to walk around town today with all the raining going on. But that is up to you." I shook his hand and got dressed and went downstairs. I got something to eat and boy was it raining. It was just coming down. I guess I was not going to go anywhere today. I went down to the stable anyway to see what was going on. Just as I got there it seemed like the horses were out and hooked up to something. As I got closer I could see that the horses were hooked up to a different wagon. This one was covered and kind of big. I went in and he said, "Are you ready to go?" My boss said I do not have to go today because some of the bridges are out. He said there is no bridges to Newport anyway and don't let a little rain bother you today. Just take it slow and try not to break any speed records, okay? I said if I go too slow I will not make it back before dark. This one has lights so you can see the road. Just try not to use them until you have to. The batteries will only last about 2 hours. I said okay, that will work. I got on the wagon and headed out. I got down the road and it seemed like it was going alright. I got to the Newport in no time. I guess the horses like the rain because it keeps them cool. I stopped at my first stop and loaded up and went all over town and finally hit the last place and I am on my way home. I went a little slower this time. But the horses just wanted to go. So I tried to guide them the best I could. We got back in town just as the sun was going down. I pulled in the barn and parked in the middle of it. He said, "I guess you did not have any trouble then." I said nope, the horses just loved the rain because it keeps them cool and they wanted back here fast. The road is not too bad when it rains. He said nope, sometimes it is better when it rains. The potholes fill in with mud and it kind of smoothed out the road. Then he said go and get something to eat, it is almost supper time. I went to the dinner and sat down. The waitress come over and said the usual. I said yup. I always get a baked fish or chicken sandwich, fries and rings. It was not long before my dinner was ready. She brought it out with a drink. I sat there and watched everyone else coming and going and sitting at the other tables eating. When I got done I went around and shook as many hands as I could. I looked into their eyes before I shook their hand and then during. Some of them the red glow went out and then others did not change. After I shook everyone's hand I went to my room and watched TV until I fell asleep.